morning, the morning. How glad I am that I've always spurned regular lovers. Because, of course, by sleeping alone, I get me all to myself. And I always know I'm going to wake up with the most attractive person in the world.
Morning, Richie.
Morning, Eddie. What are you doing in my bed?
Well, I was sleeping, but now I'm talking to a kid.
What's wrong with your bed?
It's covered in lager.
You mean you threw up on it?
There was a certain amount of unpleasantness, yes. And actually, what you're so upset about, I've been very considerate. I could have easily thrown up on your bed and slept in my own.
And what is wrong with the lavatory?
Richie, you know I hate sleeping in the lavatory. You can't get comfy.
Well, if you ever sleep in my bed again, ever, I'm going to hire a hitman to kill you.
Richie, just give me the money and I'll drink myself to death.
Oh, don't talk to me about alcohol. I was out with my Showbiz chums last night. And I was out and I had 4 sweet sherries. Which is way over my limit because, you know me, I just get silly. And now I've got a head like a... I've got a head like a... Well, it's like a head, really.
You paint a very vivid picture, Richie. I know exactly what you mean.
Thanks, Eddie. Right. I suppose I ought to do my exercises. Right, that's enough. Morning.
Morning. Well, I'm not worried about my health. I saw a doc the other day. He said I looked fantastic.
Great! A blind doctor. Very inspiring, I must say. What were you doing there, anyway? Having a lobotomy?
No, I have a rather unpleasant rash in my trousers.
But I slept with you last night.
In which case, I suggest you seek immediate medical advice.
I can't do that. It'll be all over the papers.
Better than all over your bottom. Look, Richie,
God!
maybe you haven't got it. Even germs have standards.
I'm sorry, but did I just detect an effort at humour? Brilliantly disguised as offensive, mindless drivel, certainly. But an effort nonetheless. Well done, Eddie. Now, look, you better have a quick peek in my pants and see if my bot's got back there.
All right, me old china plate, I'll have a butcher's, but I don't promise to keep me breakfast down.
Right. Well, see anything unpleasant?
Now, that is a stupid question.
Rash-wise.
Hang on a minute. No, nothing could survive on that.
Oh, God. All I asked for was a quick once-over and I get an erotic cabaret. Now, do it properly. Come on, up there. Down. Yes.
Morning, Mr. Rich.
Morning, Milky. Look, Milky, this is not what it seems.
It's really none of my business, honestly, sir.
I know it's none of your business, Milky. I'm just explaining what we were doing. I know it looked sexy, but what we were actually doing was, Eddie? Yeah, No. Actually, you're right, it is none of your business, you dirty-minded little pervert. Just who the hell do you think you are? Barging in here, making revolting, libelous insinuations. You're a reporter, aren't you? Eddie, it's for scum.
Get the disinfectant!
I can't believe it, a journalist in my house. I'll have the whole place fumigated. And then seal it in concrete and dump it in the North Sea. Journalists have a half-life of 1,000 years.
Get this thing, a Miska!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a milkman.
Hey, he's right, you know, Richie. He can't be a journalist. He hasn't got a stiffy.
Believe me, Milky, I'm going to fight this. I've got the whole of the light entertainment department of the BBC behind me. I shall call Keith Harris and Orville as character witnesses.
Well, I hope you like prison food.
The jury will melt as Orville takes the stand.
Yeah, and witchy in a sense.
Richie, Orville is a nylon green day-glow duck in a nappy. The jury will hang you.
Edward, there may be children watching. Excuse me. What are you going to tell them next? There's no Father Christmas?
Yes, I am.
No.
Hello, kiddies. There is no Father Christmas. It's purely a marketing ploy to to make knowing parents' lives a misery.
I want you to imagine something. I want you to picture something, Edward. I want you to picture the simple, trusting face of a child, streaked with the cruel tears of disillusion because of what you just said.
I'd like you to picture the tear-streaked face of its mother, because 1 week's dole won't cover the cost of 1 Master of the Universe battle cruiser.
Well, she can get a job, can't she? Become a stripper or something? Now you're sitting there crying about it. Get on your bike and get your clothes off, right, Mr. Tibbet?
I'll be off then, shall I?
You stay where you are, quisling. You're carrying secrets that could put back the British game show 50 years.
Right, I'll see you tomorrow then,
I said,
okay?
wait here.
Please, Mr.
Ah, a bit of a different tone now, isn't it? Yeah. Forget the blackmail, now it's please, Mr. Rich. Well, it's too late, darling, you're dead. D-A-E-D. Dead.
Right, you know, he is.
What, dead?
Completely.
Jeepers, Eddie, what are we going to do?
Well, it's not too bad. The milk will soak in and we can pick up the bits of glass sometime.
No, what are we going to do about the corpse?
Oh, bang it in the cupboard and blame someone else?
Brilliant. Of course, the perfect alibi. Let's grab the stiff. Oh, for heaven's sake, Eddie. A man is lying dead and still you're spouting your appalling double entendres. You don't think perhaps, as this poor milkman's immortal soul lies hovering above the remains of its earthly self, it would prefer not to be the butt of a knob gag?
I think perhaps, all in all, he might prefer not to be dead at all. But then, of course, he didn't have a choice, did he? Because certain people bopped him over the head with a couple of milk bottles. Now, shut up! Let's get the bod in a cup before it begins to whiff.
Right. If that were our criteria for putting things in the cub, we would have put you in one ages ago, wouldn't we? Because you're so witty.
Yeah, I got it. I just didn't think it was funny. At all.
Liar, you didn't get it because you're too thick.
I'm not thick.
Yes, you are.
I am. I mean, I'm not.
Put your head here.
He's right, you know. I am pretty stupid.
Right, now let's get the body in the cupboard. Oh, come on, Milky.
Here we
Ooh,
go.
sexy, sexy Milky. Right. Well, now, much as I respect Her Majesty's Metropolitan Police Force, I hardly think they're going to find the body in the cupboard. We're home and free. Bloody hell, we're on to us already. Pack the bags, get the Brazilian currency.
No, wait.
What?
Maybe it's not the police. Maybe we've, won the pools.
Yes, maybe that's it. Yes, it could happen. Millions of pounds, publicity, a dream come true.
Wait!
What?
We don't do the pools.
Damn! That's got to count against us. Brazil!
Wait! What? Maybe they made a mistake. I'll find out.
Yes! Wait! What? Maybe it's a producer with a wonderful part.
Ooh,
Eddie, I said wonderful part, not attractive Willie. The connection between the trouser area and the word part is tenuous, to say the least. Now listen, you keep your hands off that phone. If it's an important new role for me, I don't want it spoiled by your revolting telephone man.
Hello? You have just dialed Telephone Sex Gardening Division. First, run the turnip.
Like that!
It is Filthy Ralph, the impresario, promoter, pornographer, and common thief.
I know who Filthy Ralph is.
Yeah, but they don't, do they?
Stop talking to the children. Hello, Filthy Ralph. What do you want? Got me any work? Listen, I'm jaded with the tired, shallow world of TV light entertainment. I yearn to tread the boards again. I fancy Shakespeare.
Which, considering he's a bloke and dead, makes you a homosexual necrophilia.
Eddie.
Yes?
Could you pass the pencil?
Hang on, Filthy.
Thanks. Now then, Filthy, what was that you were saying about getting me a wonderful Shakespearean role? Romeo and Juliet, perhaps? Oh, you're coming over. Wonderful. Ciao. Terrific. I knew today was going to be important. Romeo and Juliet. Where's my big beloved Shakespeare book?
I know exactly where it is. Here we are. Lucky we've only got through the pastorals.
Right. Rose and Jewels. Ah, here we are. Rose and Jewels. Now, Eddie, listen, concentrate. I play Romeo, and you play the fiery, warlike Tybalt. Right, so, it's a fight. Here goes. Obviously, it'll be better when I've got my tights on. Away to heaven, respected lenity, and fire-eyed fury, be my conduct now. Now, Tybalt! What in the name of Satan's portion?
I was acting! You said it was a fight!
Yeah, but you gotta let me finish my speech.
Seems a very funny sort of fight to me. You can't hit me till I finish my speech.
Which shows how much you know about acting, because it happens all the time in Shake.
Well, how am I supposed to play a role that's riddled with such glaring inconsistencies? On the one hand, I'm a fiery, warlike Tybalt, and on the other hand, I stand there quiet Tibbs when I do my poem.
Eddie, this is Shakespeare. And everybody knows that Shakespeare is crap. Yes. No, well, yes. What is the thing about Shakespeare, you see, Edwin? Shakespeare, being a genius, is allowed slightly more license than us lesser mortals. And hence is allowed... and hence is allowed to... Oh no, it's probably the front door. It'll be the car to take me to rehearsals. Answer it, would you please, Eddie Poppet?
Richie! Yes. I hate being called Eddie Poppet.
Oh, answer the door, please, Eddie Weddy, whoppity poo poo, biddly biddly flop.
That's better.
Get a fag and a drink for a dying man, would you, Eddie?
Hello, filthy Ralph.
Ralph Filthy. For the last time, my name is Ralph Filthy, not Filthy Ralph. Honestly, just because I run a chain of discount brothels, everyone seems to think I'm a dirty old man.
Yeah, well, you've got to admit, there is a certain haphazard logic to that conclusion.
Eddie, my leisure establishments are totally allowable. And anyway, I'll get the kids off youth training schemes. The Iron Lady looks after small businessmen like me.
Filthy!
Richie!
Filthy!
Richie!
Filthy!
Richie!
Filthy!
Richie! Now, Richie, I've never deceived you before, have I?
Well, no, that's not entirely true, is it, Ralph?
When have I ever deceived you? When?
When you kept back all my cash.
Now, that's not deception, that's theft, Richard.
Well, you promised me you could get me a snogging sesh with Princess Di.
All right, once. I've deceived you once.
No, twice. You told me you managed Laurence Olivier.
So I do. Laurence Olivier, the one-armed turd impressionist.
There was an implication you meant Larry the actor.
Well, that's the same difference. All right then, daughter. I have lied to you through my teeth throughout our professional association.
Well, I don't call coming round and scrounging drinks occasionally a professional association.
Auntie, I've had a long day and I've only been up half an hour. I'm never any good before my second pack of snouts, you know that. Now, please, just let me spit it out.
Agent, please. This is my agent.
Richie,
Yes.
you are in trouble.
Ooh. Hey. Trab.
Big trouble.
How big?
Bigger than the biggest laugh Tarby ever got.
Not as big as the one about the sheep he did at the Falklands War gala evening where everyone thought the cheeky chap had gone just a bit too far.
Including that one.
My God, that's absolutely colossal!
I'm telling you, if you were to take all the best bits of the world's true greats and construct out of them the world's best comedian,
Bernard Manning's trousers.
Paul Daniels' catchphrase,
Ken Dodd's haircut.
Sid Little's timing.
Eddie Large's Eddie Large impression.
Jimmy Cricket's funny Wellington.
Left, right.
If you were to take all those wonderful, wonderful elements and then give that comic the world's best gag.
Which would have to be Thatcher's 79 election promise to cut unemployment.
And believe me, Luby, the laugh you would get would still not be as big as the trump you are in.
Right. Well?
Well, what?
What is the trub my boy Richie is in?
Oh, He's had a paternity suit filed against him. A 17-year-old girl is pregnant and says you're the father.
Naughty Richie.
We're talking about 20 years of having to spend all your money on a bastard.
Yeah, but never mind about Eddie. What about his baby?
I'm talking about the baby. Now, Richie, tell me straight. This is Ralph here, your oldest acquaintance. Did you get laid 9 months ago, and more specifically to a rather young popsy who claimed to be a fag?
Hell, that should have made you suspicious for a start.
Because if you did, it's going to cost us Trey Mucho Missoula. Now, you didn't do it, did you?
And why not? Let me tell you, Filthy Ralph, I've sustained some quite considerable Belisha beacons in my time, thank you.
Yes, Richie, if you just put your disgusting libido back in your underwear for a second there. If it's yours, you pay.
Ah.
Now, is it yours?
No. I've never done it in my life.
So, at last the truth is out. Richie Rich has never done it in his life.
No, obviously I have done it once. No, lots. I mean, I am very, very sexy. I can't remember. I probably had it off with everybody in the whole world by now.
Right. Well, in that case, you can't take the blood test. They've already ordered it. And even if there's a chance that you'll fail, we cannot risk it. We're talking about money.
But what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Oh,
Oh, no, probably the door. Oh, might be the stalk with Richie's little baby.
shut up! Shut up! I haven't got a baby, and I need all my cash for me.
Richie, it's a friend of yours. A big white bird with a bundle in its beak.
It's the stalk! It's the bloody stalk! Right, well, I'm going to settle this once and for all.
Richie, they're a protected species.
Give me back!
4 pints of yogurt and a strawberry gold top, Mr. Rich.
This is the most milkman-shaped stalk I've seen in my life. I would go further and posit that it's not a stalk at all, but a milkman.
Yes, it is. I was joking.
Edward, a man is dead!
Well, I didn't think you'd be stupid enough to believe me. As everyone knows, the baby stalk doesn't exist.
Edward, please! Will you stop ruining childhoods? Innocence is lost all too quickly in this modern world.
You can talk. Your agent runs a brothel.
Eddie, please. Stage school. They're wonderful kids and I think the world of them, but never mind all that. Richie, you have just killed a milkman.
2 milkmen, filthy.
Oh, my God, how depressing. This could be very bad publicity for us, very bad indeed.
What? You think the papers will side with Milky?
Bound to. I remember when I had Mike Reed on my books. Him and Chedwin got drunk one night and set fire to a nun. Next series of Saturday Superstore was slated.
Yeah, filthy, a nun, all right. There's only a couple of milkmen. I mean, clanky, whistly, morning, madam, aren't I sexy, another fruit, yogurt, you dolt. After all that, they sent you a bill. They deserve to die.
One milkman, maybe you could laugh it off, friendly joke, went too far, faults on both sides, but 2. It looks very Freddie Starr, doesn't it?
This is just the sort of thing those vipers in the press pick up on. The critics will slaughter my next show.
Yeah, I can just see it now. Daily Telegraph. Bloody great news! Richie Rich goes to Priz forever and ever! Hooray!
I'm not going to Priz. I'll claim diminished responsibility. Premenstrual tension. Yes, filthy. Get me a sex change.
Please stop shouting, Richie. Nobody knows about it yet. And when the going gets tough, the tough have a fag and a drink and a ponder. Hello, get me body loser Gary, please. Yes, I can hold. I said have a fag and a drink and a ponder.
Fag and a drink and a ponder.
Hello, filthy Ralph here. Yeah, body loser Gary. Yeah,
Thanks.
right. Yeah, I want you to lose a body. Yeah. Right.
Well,
He doesn't feel like losing a body today. We'll have to do it ourselves. The question is how.
yes, the question is how.
I've got an idea.
Yeah, well, we can ignore that, can't we?
What I was going going to say was let's have a farting competition.
Well, Ralph, what do you think?
If I farted, you'd soon know about it. Now listen, we're going to have to cover for them on their route. Richie, get this bloke's clothes off. You're going to have to do his job so the dairy don't work out he's dead.
Hang on a minute. That's a bit of a drastic solution, isn't it? I mean, all right, I've killed a couple of guys, but what you're suggesting is manual labour.
Oh, listen to the tragedy, Queen. Do you want to do hard labour for life?
Well, obviously not, but how long am I expected to keep it up for? Living a double life as a milkman. Am I expected to train his whippets? Learn to clog dance? Sleep with his wife? I'm bound to be discovered. There she is, in her curlers, lying there thinking, oh, God, I'm so bored of having to sex that working-class oik I married. And all of a sudden, whoops-a-daisy, Richie Rich flashes a star-spangled smile and something not dissimilar to a nuclear submarine floats in between the sheets.
Yeah, and then, when she's flopped your beer belly back onto the floor, she can get out her binoculars and start searching for your action.
Why can't Eddie the Git do it?
You seem to be forgetting, Richie. We have two little problemettes here, and we need Eddie for the other one. That paternity stuff, and you can't take that blood test in case it's positive.
And, what's that got to do with me, Ralph?
Hello, get me 2 girls round at Richie's place fast.
Great! A party!
Fantastic! Let's forget all our problems and party!
Make-up girls. Oh. We're going to make Eddie look like Richie so that he can take the blood test instead, and that way we'll be sure the blood won't match the baby's. Richie put on Milky's trousers, Eddie put on Richie's trousers.
And who's going to wear my trousers?
I should imagine someone criminally insane who enjoys whipping to high heaven and scaring old ladies. Like all great actors, I must think myself into the role. I'll give him a limp. No, that definitely says milkman to me. And a hunchback, of course. Yes, all those milk crates must take their toll. Right, here goes. Superb. Richie Rich moved as if he was born a milkman. Dribbled Bernard Levin in Der Stürmer. What sort of action should he have? Cockney, of course. Luckily, I'm a master of dialect. Here goes. And there you have it. The Milkman. A creation to rank with Olivier's Othello, Gielgud's Hamlet, and Forsyth's brilliantly observed supermarket manager. Nothing can go wrong. Fate deals me blow after blow. Another 2 milkman bodies to get rid of. No, I must remain calm, resourceful, subtle. I'll stick him in the rubbish.
Oi, what is going on here? You've just dumped a dead body in that rubbish, haven't you?
No, I haven't. Stop hallucinating, you drug addict.
That is a dead body and I'm not going to take it away.
Well, perhaps you wouldn't mind just scattering it around the street then. I mean, after all, that's what you normally do, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, very clever, I must say. Do you have any idea how difficult efficient waste disposal is? Bloody! That is how difficult. What with privatisation?
Oh, for pity's sake! People seem to use these plots as a forum for whatever personal hobby horse they feel like waffling on about. Now shut up and trash this bod or I'll tell on you to that.
No way, I am not taking it and that is final. It is not in a bin liner.
One day, rubbish collection is going to be carried out entirely by microchip, and you'll starve to death, and I'm glad!
Richie Rich. Wonderful characterisation, love. Very, very fetching indeed. Now, have you put Milko Dairies off the scent?
Not quite.
No pub, no pigs, no horse! Mind you, I don't know what kind of tarby-brained half-wit would want an author of a failed old fat-bottomed excellent drag queen with 0 talent like me. In fact, I think I'm a complete brat. They're breeding.
I won't even ask how you came by these 2, Richie.
Well, we certainly shan't forget today in a hurry.
What, you think you won't? First day in your life, you look halfway presentable, git face!
Richie, however many milkmen you kill, it's still not going to become fashionable, you know.
Look, all we got to do is get rid of 4 dead milkmen. It'll be no problem.
No problem. May I casually remind you, Richie, that I am stood here dressed like a completely poncy git. Now, come can we please get to the hospital and trash this paternity suit before I get mistaken for a poodle?
And try not to kill any more milkmen on the way.
Right. Don't kill any milkmen.
He shall pay for what he's done to my daughter. The gigolo, the Casanova, the Don Juan, the Lothario, the randy little bastard.
Oh, Mum, believe me, Mrs. Whitehouse, if the blood from the baby and the blood from Mr. Rich prove compatible, your daughter will be entitled to an enormous settlement.
He's nothing but a vile seducer, I tell you. A vile seducer.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I've had worse, certainly. I tell you, lucky we got the drip in, or he'd have delivered his last pint of milk, and that's the truth.
Hello, hospital!
Must be some medical alcohol in one of these somewhere. Richie! Pull your hat down over your eyes. Here, wear these dark glasses. Right. Come on. Now listen, everybody's got to think that Eddie is you, so don't go around doing anything to give away who you really are.
Okay, I understand.
Right. Let's go.
No pictures, no photos, no autographs. Please respect my privacy. I'm really just an ordinary member of the public. Oh, sorry, force of habit.
Right then, who is Mr. Rich?
I am. Sorry, he is.
There he is. That's the one. Pay up, you philanderers, are just for you. Pay up.
No, please calm yourself. Now then, Cindy, is this the man you claim to be the father of your child?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that her, Filthy? Is that the girl that I'm supposed to have...
Yes. If she was 20 years younger, she might be quite attractive.
But she's lovely, Filthy. Lovely. The sort of girl you want to really, really cherish.
I have never seen this girl before in my life.
You lying scoundrel.
Oh, don't cry, little one.
He's ruined me.
Oh, don't worry, it'll be all right. Little lumpkin, snuggly, wuggly, nosy nose.
Doctor, I think you'd better get me a bucket. I'm going to be horrendously sick.
Because of him.
Hang your head in shame, Eddie, you cad, for what you've done to this poor girl. Why, I have got a good mind to punch you right in the face.
He's not making playing this part very easy, you know.
Listen, daughter, shut your eek. It's you that did it, not Eddie. We're trying to get you out of this.
Sorry, could we get on, please?
All right, bitch, hold your horses, or aren't the NHS paying you enough out of my wages? Miss Filthy, when I agreed to this cruel deception, I never dreamt the girl would be so unutterably lovely. Look at that. Lovely.
Yummy, we're lovely little baby.
I think he likes me.
It's a girl and leave her alone.
Do you think he looks like me? I think he does a bit. Obviously not quite as handsome.
Look, can we get on?
Oh, shut up, you old cow! I don't much fancy her for a mummy-law powdered glass in the cocoa job, if you ask me.
Doctor, I'm sorry about this demented milkman we brought with us. Just get on with a blood test, would you? And while you're out, could you get us 50 high-tar ciggies?
We have a sample of the baby's blood. It just remains to get yours. If you'd step this way, please.
Okay, Doctor, but go easy. I don't mind the sight of blood as long as it isn't mine.
You should have thought of that before you ruined my daughter.
Are you going to breastfeed it?
Not at the moment, no.
I think you should. Go on, pop one out. Please.
Just shut up, will you? This is a very emotional time for me.
If only you knew, my pretty young maid. If only you knew. Perhaps today will turn out a happier day than even you expect.
Oh, he'll be happy enough when that slimy rat in there pays up the maintenance.
Well, no doubt about it. The tests prove positive. This gentleman's blood is from the same family as that of the baby's, although somewhat diluted.
That's my blood. Neat lager. If you've quite finished, Doctor, thank you.
Oh, no. You filthy quack. Are you saying this man's blood is positive?
I knew it! I am the father!
What is this man talking about?
Never mind him, he's mad. Will we be able to sue for maintenance?
Certainly, if you excuse me, I'll get the relevant test certificate.
Wait! Stay your hand, Doctor. The time has come for the truth. Now, Rich, get off. The baby's father is not this sad imposter whose blood happens to coincide, but none other than I. Richie Rich!
Oh?
Richie Rich, PBS, Links, 1972. Maintenance, forget it. I'm going to look after my baby. And you, Cindy, I'm going to give you a home and make you an honest woman. I love you and our baby, and I can't wait to start work on another one. Oh, darling, aren't you happy for us? This is so dramatic. Somebody's making a film of me now.
This isn't what you said would happen, Eddie.
Yeah, I must say, I'm surprised myself.
Right, that's it. The plan's up. Oh,
money's worth being associated with an idiot like him. It would have been bad enough people thinking I'd slept with him, but live with him? No way. I'm sorry, Cousin Eddie. You lose your half for the maintenance, but you do understand.
Yeah, I certainly do. I live with the bastard already. Well, bye-bye, Cousin Cindy. Bye-bye, Auntie Myrtle. Bye-bye, Doctor.
Please, will somebody just explain to me exactly what is going on here?
Oh, bloody hell, Richie, you think it was a plot? That was my cousin. Her and her boyfriend needed some cash for the kids, so we worked out if I took the blood test, being a relation, it would prove positive. We could all have some of your cash.
But it was Filthy's idea.
Yes, I was in for a cut as well. We all were. If you hadn't got so sentimental, it would have worked perfectly.
My own agent and my best bloody friend and minder tried to defraud me for my cash.
Yeah.
Right, that's it, you're sacked. That's right, Sir Ed. And that goes for you too, Auntie Bloody Myrtle.
Richie, darling, you can't sack us. You need us. You need us to sort out that other little problem.
What other little problem?
Drink a pint of milk a day.
Right, what this Imber Canal with whom and dry?
£48.50.
We didn't think of that.
Right, better chuck him in the canal too. Here's your tip, matey. Push!
This time, no mistakes. A fiendish master criminal removes all trace of his ghastly crime, consigning the lifeless corpses to the icy depths.
You're nicked. Unless you sling your hook right now.
Eh?
It's all right, I've washed the Sweeney. I think he means go away.
That's right. You're very lucky boys, because we've got important police business to do here. So up it. All right, Dixon, let's start chucking him in. Keep an eye open for lefties. All right. Blimey, if the Home Secretary had financed more cell space, this sort of thing wouldn't be necessary. So what would be the fun of that?
All right, cheap knock at the police, but you try getting out of a stupid plot like this.
They're all bastards anyway.
Yeah. Look, I've had just about enough left-wing soapbox rhetoric for 1 week. If you don't like the police, next time you get beaten up, try calling an alternative comedian.
Squeaky, I've told you before, balloon bending is no longer a saleable commodity. The public wants sex. Squeaky, 2 round balloons and 1 long thin one does not constitute sex. Now, Squeaky, do yourself a favour, cut your losses, kill yourself.
Sorry, Mr. Filthy, but I've got to get me bits of whatnot.
Give and take, daughter. That's what sharing an office is all about.
Mr. Filthy, about my etchings.
Look,
now, you did say
look,
that...
daughter, I am a dying man. I may not live through this fag. I am not an art dealer, and if I was, the art in which I dealt would not be the gumption-covered eyesores you produce in your tea break.
Ooh.
Now, that young lass of yours, that Cindy, now, she is a work of art. If she ever fancied any lunchtime peeling, I could get her a fiver of flesh.
Over my dead body, Mr. Filthy.
Yeah, you're right there. That could be a super little act. Yeah, Trey Kinko. Get that for me, would you, dearie? My quack has told me to take it easy. Hello, Ralph Filthy, media coordinator. Get your mop out of my pending file, you silly old tart. Hello, yes. Yes, now, who did you want to speak to? Yeah? Richie Rich? No, you've got a job for him. Oh, yes, Celebrity Slaughterhouse Closing. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Now, look, I can't do it for any less than 20 quid. All right, 10, done. Yeah, when do you want him? When do you want him? Now? Would you believe it? Today is the only day of the decade that he is actually working. Yeah, I know it sounds impossible, but yeah, he's at the BBC on sounds a bit rude.
All right, my lovely, on air in 2 minutes, so if you could cut the chatter just for the camera line-up, secure.
Oh, yes, of course, I have known Tarby for years, yes. We've often performed in the same pants. Panto, love, pantomimes. Ooh, we've done a few. Oh, Cinders, Aladders, Dickers, Witters, Baxter Riff. My dick was fantastic. That's an old showbiz joke, love.
Julian! We're 2 minutes to air. Who the hell's the ugly bastard doing all the jabbering?
Name's Richie Rich.
Hello.
Last-minute replacement
He'd probably
celebrity.
say, yes.
Bernie Winter's
Yes,
got
it
a
is,
bog
you know,
roll
it was-
commercial in Dick's.
Well, Julian, you tell him. If he doesn't button his stabby lip, I'll get makeup to castrate the bastard with a pair of eyebrow tweezers.
Oh, thing, he's only got a
teeny-weeny bit less talking, Trevor says, thank you.
I bet Trevor put it a bit stronger than that, didn't he? Hey, Trevor, love? Hello, Trevor. All right. Hello, come on, let's make movies, you old twig.
Sit on him, sack his people, bankrupt this company.
All right, we're rolling, so take it from the top.
That means start at the beginning, everybody. All right, start at the beginning. Oh, how I love the business.
Shut him up!
All right, everybody, we're going to have lots of fun, so don't forget your laugh and applause cues, and here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday, 6:30, and time for Sounds a Bit Rude, the game for all the family. And here's your host, everyone's favourite mirth maker, Ivor Whopper.
Thank you for giving me the clap. And welcome one and
welcome all
to another edition of Sounds a Bit Rude, the game for all the family. And as always, we have our usual motley collection of the dregs of society. Plus, of course, the only sane one amongst us, our member of the great British public.
Close up on the pleb. I said close up on the pleb, not right up her nose, for God's sake. Ex-Camera 5, good luck at the job centre, my darling.
So now, you are Mrs. Ruth Butcher.
Close up, Ivor, for the big gag.
Well, let's hope you get some really meaty questions, then.
Brilliant! Hit laughter, darlings. Right, following across to the has-beens, my darlings. Lovely. Wide shot on the selector.
Great gag, Ivor. Meaty. Brilliant. Actually, I know quite a good gag. There were these two crocodiles. Well, nuns, really.
Julian, tell that imbecile to stick to the script.
I can't get to him, he's in shot.
Close up on Ivor.
Now, the rules of the game, like the members of the panel, are very, very simple indeed. I read out a sentence which sounds a bit rude, and then my good friends here have to laugh dirtily, but then have to come up with a clean version. For example, I never impress the girls because I've only got a tiny...
Oh, penis!
And of course the answer is car. Right. Let's meet my good friends here, these bunch of down and outs. We're going to try and help Ruth win. Good luck to her.
Good luck to her. Good gag, Ivor. Good luck to you, mate.
Julian! Shut that gormless git up! No unscripted spontaneity!
And now then, who have we here? Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome Billy Glitter and Huggles the Ostrich.
Close up, Billy and Huggles, my darlings. Cue music. Billy and Huggles laugh away.
I'm so sorry. My girlfriend's left me. Oh, what happened? She's given me the bird.
Sort of audience laughing, my darlings.
And I bet it's not the first time you've been stuck in a bird's gob, eh, Ivor?
What is he saying? That's not in the script. Cut back to Ivor! Oh, my God, he's completely lost!
Cooey, hello.
Oh, Molly, nice to see you again.
Ooh, well, I bet that Bill's ostrich ain't as well behaved as my pussy.
Come on, Ivor, bring this show round, for God's sake!
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody's favourite mother-in-law, Molly Slocum.
Ooh, you're so lovely. I'd like to show you all my pussy. In fact, I can't think of anything nicer than having you all stroking my pussy.
Oh, for God's sake, love, don't milk it. That's the third time you've done that gag. And you used to do it in every ep of that appalling sitcom you used to do.
What's going on down there?
Now then, here we have a gay young fellow. John, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling a little queer.
Oh, my favourite gag, my darling. My favourite gag. Thank heaven for a couple of vessels, right? Always baby right round here, darling.
Ooh, nice gag, John. I shall be sure and keep my bottom firmly on the seat when I'm anywhere near you.
Cut away! Cut away! What is he saying?
Don't you dare tread on one of my laughs ever again.
Oh, shut your face, little poof.
A lively bunch we have in here tonight. Now, Cindy, lovely to see both of you here this evening.
Well, I always like to keep abreast of what you're up to, Ivor.
Good. We're back on script, my darlings.
Yes, folks. I've got a whopping great talent. My name's Richie Rich and I'm available panto or summer season anytime during the rest of my life.
These two blokes go into a brothel and...
Oh, Dr. Bernardo's.
Big murderers.
I'm a homosexual. Isn't it hilarious?
When I say me pussy, I really mean it.
Eddie! Hello, barman. Give me a drink. Well, Eddie, what do you think about my show?
It was stupendously bad.
Thank you. Julian, you look like you've seen a ghost. Double scotch for this man. How do you think the show went? I thought it was wonderful.
I just lost my job.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, old man. I'll try and have a word with someone up top. But anyway, what did you think about my performance? I thought it was rather special. Be honest. What a... bastard.
Look, if anyone else wants to throw their drink around with him, I'm throwing it at me.
Hi, you lot! Massive drinks for this table, barman. Cool, well, you're a lot of long faces, aren't you? I thought it went wonderfully. Mind if I join you? No, but seriously, gagging aside, it was a super show, I thought.
There you are, Richard.
Here we are, drinks all round. I mean, this is a Showbiz initiation ceremony. I'm now an official Sunshine Variety golfing rat.
£15.40, please.
Certainly, barman. £15? Eddie, cash.
This is absolutely disgusting. An entire tray of good pop wasted. It's no wonder the BBC costs so much. I'm just glad I don't pay my licence. I'm just off to see if I can get a snog with Val Singleton.
Well, they didn't actually give me a dressing room, those BBC bastards. I had to put on my Fabo jacket in the labs. Oh, God, I'm disgraced. I can't pay for my round. I'll never be able to hold my head. No, get me behind me, Satan. No, I mustn't. I can't. Oh, my God. I have. The Nolan sisters. My all-time favourite four-tissue fantasy. They wouldn't mind. They probably fancy me even more than I fancy them. Actually, that's true, they probably do. I'm in the mood for dancing, romancing. I'm giving it all tonight. They're in the mood for Richie, who's not titchy, but particularly well endowed. For Nolan's shower. Wait till I tell them about this at the fan club general meeting. Do you think I'm sexy? Yes, we think you're sexy. Sexy, sexy.
Hey, you. What do you think you're doing?
Oh, hi, girls. You took your time. Strip off and come on in. The water's lovely and so am I. Oh, good. The shower's fixed now. Any more problems, just call transvestite plumbers and we'll be round in a flash.
Who the hell are you? Look, he's ruined one of our costumes.
Let's call the police.
No, don't do that. No, it was just a prank. You know us immense celebrities. Jolly senses of humour.
Immense celebrity. If you're such a big celebrity, you must be pretty rich.
Yep, rich and sexy. Snap away, girls. I can never resist a camera.
Great. Well, if you're so rich and you want this film back, you better come up with £1,000 by the end of the week, or your career's over. Right, girls?
Right.
Otherwise, we sell the pic to the papes and shop you to the police for nicking our gear. Now get lost while we do our song. Yeah. Ready, girls? And 2, 3, 4.
Hang on. You're not going to sing, are you?
Of course we are. Why else do you think we agreed to be in this load of old crap?
A Nolan sister talking dirty to me. Wait till I tell this to the chaps.
Get off the set while we do our song.
But we don't want you to do the song. We only had you on the programme because you used to wear those tight disco pants and you don't even wear them anymore. Anyway, there's no time now. You're blackmailing me. I've got to get on with the plot. Thank God someone's still being professional around here.
God, Valerie Singleton doesn't half go. Well, she can run a lot faster than me, anyway. Right. Now I need a drink. Right. What shall I have for my supper tonight? Bugger all? Or sweet FA? No matter, have both.
The final humiliation! Lower than this, I cannot think. Lest fate pull out its finger pretty sharpish, Eddie, your old mate will be climbing the stairway to heaven before eventide.
Who's that, then?
What?
Who's this old friend of mine?
Oh, you'll be the death of me.
Well, I certainly hope so.
I'm in terrible trouble. Deep, humiliating trouble. I'm being blackmailed by the Nolan sisters.
Blimey! That is embarrassing. If it gets into the papers that you're being stitched up by the Knowles, you'll be a laughing stock.
I know.
Still, look at the bright side.
Which is?
It'll be the first laughs you've ever got.
I do a lot of smile humour, Eddie. People aren't supposed to laugh.
Yeah, but they're not supposed to throw heavy objects and chant, "Get off, you boring bastard, we've heard better jokes on the speaking clock."
I take risks on stage, Edward. I create. I improvise. There may occasionally be some slight unpleasantness.
Yes, I think it's called your act.
I'm storing all this up, you know. All of it. And one day, Edward Catflap, out of the blue, completely by surprise, you're going to die. Everyone will think it's an accident, except me and the strange, enigmatic figure with the chainsaw. Right, now, where were we?
We were here. We haven't moved.
Nice guy. Right, now let's have supper and decide what to do about those blackmailing Knowles.
We can't have any supper. We're completely broke and there's no food.
We're completely broke and there's no food.
Shall I go for the big echo, gang?
No, there's no time. We've got to decide what to do about those thieving gnolls.
Well, I could have done it in the time it took to say that.
All right, then, bloody do it!
Right. Good. This room's got an echo.
Yes, well, I don't think Little and Large have got a lot to worry about, do you?
I'm hungry.
Have you had the ketchup?
No.
Look, we've got two problems. There's no food and the Nolans. What are we going to do?
Eat the Nolans.
We can't eat the Nolan sisters. It'd be Showbiz suicide. Besides, if you start something like that, you better be sure you can finish it.
Well, there's only 4 of them and I'm starving.
No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, if we eat them, where will it all end? We eat them, Bucks Fizz eat us.
Yes. Brotherhood of Man eats Bucks Fizz. Jimmy Osmond eats Brotherhood of Man.
That's right. And before you know it, there'll just be one huge, enormous, middle-of-the-road singer left in the whole of Light Entertainment. And Demis Roussos will be back at number 1.
It just doesn't bear thinking about. I've got it!
Yes!
We shall have to think of something else.
Brilliant! Oh, dear.
Hello, boys. Anybody got a fag? Don't worry. I'll smoke my own. You filthy. Smoke your own fags, are you ill?
I'm always well, Eddie, you know that. No, I have just made 1,000 quid. With any luck, I should die before I can spend it all, which means I need never be poor again.
You filthy, 1,000 quid? I don't understand.
Well, it's just like 1 quid, Richie, only there's more of them. Try to think of it as like 1,000 quid.
Wow! That's like 2,000 appearances on Blankety Blank!
Interesting bit of business, really. This mad old bag who cleans my office splats the odd canvas. So I trolled up to Hampstead and bunged one up on a railing. And I sold it to this old git who thought she was famous for 1,000 quid.
Oh, pull the other one, filthy. It's got balls on.
Bells, Eddie, bells on.
Mine's got balls on, mate. If yours has got bells on, I suggest you seek a doctor out immediately.
Filthy, you mean the mistaken snob value made the painting valuable?
Exactly. Hello. Nasty John's cock and dog fights? Yes, I can hold.
1,000 quid is exactly what you owe the Knowles.
I know.
Hello, Nasty John. Yeah, I hear you're putting up a bunch of myxomatosed rabbits against a 3-legged cat. A £5 on the moggy. No, a £5 on each ghoulie.
Richie!
Yes?
I said 1,000 quid is exactly what you owe the Knowles.
I know! I told you that in the first place.
Have you got any children fighting today?
Oh! Eddie! Lock the door! Right, filthy! Hand over the cash, or you'll be pushing up daisies in a concrete overcoat dumped in the canal with your pockets full of pebbles. Getting carried out of here in a box.
Are you threatening me?
Just give me the cash! Just do it, or so help me, I'll swing for you! Go on, I'm desperate!
Richie, please don't shout. Your mother's got very sensitive ears. They bleed when people ask me for money.
Come on, filthy, just hand over the cash. My boy Richie's been blackmailed by the Nolan sisters. He'll be shamed and humiliated.
So what's new?
Why, Richie, what is new?
Hello. Enormous Derek. Yeah, Ralph Filthy here. Help.
Ha-ha! Trying to call for help, eh?
Right.
Yeah. 2 close and boner eeks of my acquaintance are trying to rob me. Yeah. So get your chainsaw and come down to 33 Acacia cul-de-sac, would you?
By a process of elimination?
Right, yeah. Have you got all that in? Right. Ta-ta. There you are, ready?
Well done, Eddie. When quick and decisive action is called for, we can always rely on you to destroy the house.
Thank you very much. I know! Let's kill him!
Brilliant!
Oh, no. Richie, darling. You've got it all wrong. The agent is supposed to rob the client. please don't flaunt tradition. Remember Bulgy? No, madam, it's not a third leg McBulgy. I represented him for years. I caught him watering my whiskey once. He never worked again.
He never worked before, Filthy. He was worse than Richie.
Oh, come on, he wasn't that bad. No, the point is, I hate people watering my whiskey, and I never forgive. I hate people peeing in my boots.
You still drank it, didn't you?
Yeah, but that's not the point.
Come on, kill him!
All right. Goodbye, Filthy Ralph.
Oh, how sharper than the serpent's tooth it is to have an ungrateful client. Why do you think I came over here, Richie darling, if not to sharing with you in my good fortune? What's mine is yours.
Ah. Watch out, Richie. He's got syphilis.
Come on. Close your eyes and open your hands.
Ah! Oh, what fun! I remember doing this at school. One of my friends said to me, "Hey, Richie, feel this."
Hey, steady on, Richie.
Eddie, he's trying to escape! Stop him! Right! No. Open your eyes first. That is an idea.
Well, we didn't have the chase idea, then.
No, just having a rest, yeah. I'm going in. Quick, flush the lamp, Filthy. It'd be worth a grand just to see Eddie go down the toilet.
No, we need the cash. I'll tell you something, I'm never lending in my comb again.
Well, I regret to say I could not see it.
That pipe whiffs like nobody's business.
Richie, it's a sewer. It whiffs like everybody's business.
Well, I suppose it was inevitable if I acquired a bijou pile of rhino, it couldn't last. But I could have wished it a more dignified end. Anybody got anything to drink?
Filthy! This is not the attitude that wins. When Mike Winters left Bernie, did Bernie sit on the lavatory and have a drink? No, he went out and bought a dog called Schnorbitz and a Showbiz legend was born.
It's not my problem, Richie. I have already alerted enormous Derek. I've activated a highly trained and dedicated professional killer. Or to put it another way, I phoned a big bastard with no brain who likes dressing up in women's underwear, and I've got the photos. So unless you and Eddie pay me my £1,000 back by tonight, it's roller blinds for the both of you.
Hey?
Roller blinds? Sorry, curtains.
Curtains. God, what are we going to do? Shove over, old friend?
Of course! Filthy made that £1,000 out of that strange painting episode.
Of course.
Yes.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Eddie? I was thinking about making money. Come along, Edward. We're going to make you into an artist, so get out your easel. I'm not prepared to rise to it, Edward. Come, we repair to Hampstead. Right.
Extra! Extra! I'm an extra!
Come on, my lovelies, get your paintings here.
Well, have you sold any yet? You must have sold hundreds. I've been singing your praises all over Hampstead. How many have you sold?
None. I have incredibly high hopes for my new piece, entitled simply, Whoa!
Like Helen! Until now I was blind. At last I behold life as it really is.
Oh, God, fans. It's a bore, I know, but I'd always say, without the fans, even I would be nowhere. Tarby feels the same, and Kenny Lynch. Bobby Dabra said the same thing. I said, Bobby, love you. Oh, no, well...
Away, imbecile!
Oh, my God, a psycho fan. He's probably got a gun. John Lennon syndrome. Call the police.
Peasant, this is the art critic, Alphonse Bouffati. Perhaps something in this horrifying collage of mental vomit has moved his soul. Personally, it moves only my bowels.
Who is Eduardo Catflap?
Who wants to know? Fatso!
Such strength! Such anger! My friend, you are a genius! I intend to exhibit your work.
Beg your pardon?
I intend to exhibit your work.
Ah, right.
Soon, you will be famous and rich.
Right! How about a bit in advance?
But of course, take.
Give!
And in return, perhaps I might choose that one.
That's not actually a painting. That's my lunch. It disagreed with me. But you can have it for 1,000 quid.
Magnificent. Have it scraped up for me while I telephone the Guardian. Come, Alphonse.
It worked. It bloody worked.
Come on, let's go and celebrate!
Hello! It's all right, we've got money.
This is what a restaurant looks like. Fantastic. Try some of this, Richie.
Fantastic, I'll have 5.
Okie dokie, skip.
Waiter, come over here quickly before I cause a scene. Good, waiter. 2 slap-up grills, please. Egg, sauce, bake, black pud, bloater, agnos, mushos, pizzos, chippos, buttered sliceos. In short, 2 heart attacks from a coronary intensive care unit, please.
And an Alka-Seltzer in an unfeasibly large brandy, please.
I'm afraid, sir, we don't do fry-ups. Perhaps you'd like to see the menu.
Yes, we would. That looks great.
Well, me proud beauty, I think we're going to have a classic nosh up here. And if we...
Could have your autograph, please?
Oh, God, more fans. Still, if I'm not used to it now, I never will be. What name is it, lover?
I heard what Mr. Puffati said about your work. I've never met a celebrity before. I agreed with every word. Such passion, such fire.
If you want to see a bit of fiery passion, baby, you only have to ask.
God bless, look after Mum. Sounds a bit rude.
Richie, I don't think she's recognised you at all, have you, darling?
No. Who is he?
What are you talking about, Eddie? Oh, what an interesting tablecloth.
There you go, baby.
Oh, thank you.
Your meals come to £250 each. Payment in advance.
Why, of course. There's mine, but I'm not paying for his.
You just pay for my tea this instant, Mr. Edward Catflap.
No! You've pushed me around long enough. Ever since I became your minder, I've been scorned and ordered about. Do this, Eddie! Do that, Eddie!
Yeah, but you never did any of the bloody things.
Well, that's not the point, is it? I wanted to be someone. I could have been a contender. But no, you're always out there in front, pushing, barging, farting. Well, the students wearing their farting trousers now, and I don't need Mr. Big Head Bloody Rich, so up yours. I'm not paying for your tuck.
Have you no honour? No integrity? That's a bloody stupid question. Yes, I suppose so, yes.
Oh, thank you, garçon.
Oh, good.
Get off, and get out.
Well, I just hope you got change for 30 pieces of silver, Judas.
So you're on my first exhibition, Richie?
This pathetic joke won't get that far.
No, I don't think the show's that bad.
Welcome. It gives me enormous pleasure to sit on bathtubs. Now, it gives me, of course, enormous pleasure to open this premiere exhibition. You know, there comes to us occasionally of a time, yes, a force, a gift from God, a gift of fire and passion. Such a gift is Eduardo Catflap. Hello! Everything he produces is a work of art.
Quite bloody right. That was my latest effort. It's called Belching in an Art Gallery. Who wants to buy it?
Of course. Flatulence, the only truly disposable art form. I bid...
250.
Oh, come on, I was about to bid then.
My bid stands.
Oh!
Look, I'll settle this. There you are, one each. Just leave the cash at the door. OK, Pooh Farty, the exhibition's over. Pooh Farty. OK, Pooh Farty, the exhibition's over today. I'm going down the pub to get completely whammo. If anybody wants to pay to see me do it, they're quite welcome. Thank you. Good night.
Well, my friend, it pains me to say it, but you have won.
I am consumed with discontent. Consumed, I tell you. Despite our wager, it was my hope that I would be proved wrong.
Alas, I overestimated the art establishment. They are sheep. They will follow any fashion. We bet that you could find the most gross, talentless, oikish tosspot of a painter. A genuine world-class head of a dick. And with your influence, make the public think him an exciting artist.
And to my shame and disappointment, I have done so. And you owe me 20,000 of your English poundies.
Here are the English poundies.
So that's your little game. And guess who heard it all?
Who?
Me, Richie bloody Rich. And the price of my silence is that 20,000. And the promise for your end is ridiculous charade that's making my bloody mind more famous than me.
There you are. Come, Nobent.
Nobent?
My card.
Alphonse Nobbend? Nobbend and Pooh Farty, what a script, get out.
Let's go, Nobent, to some situation comedy where they appreciate our lavatorial brand.
20 vow and a bloody difficult plot tied up into the bargain. But you never thought we'd get out of that in half an hour. But we did it, simply by being stupid.
Hello, Richie. Come to see my exhibition?
No, mate, I've come to close it. You've been the ignorant dupe of these two arrogant ponties trying to prove a point.
I thought something was a bit strange. I just sold my pants for 500 quid.
Yes, no, because I just ended your career for 20 pow, which, after I've paid off for Knowles and Filthy, comes to 18 pow, of which you won't be getting any.
Enormous dairy.
Have £1,000. Right, let's go and pay off the Nolans.
No need to do that, Richie. I've already paid them off with my burp and pants money.
Forgive me, Edward, but it would seem to be a bijou bit out of character for you to perform an act of kindness.
Well, I haven't really performed an act of kindness, Filthy, because I still have the incriminating film. So I'll just take my 18 grand and we'll celebrate, shall we? Richie, carry me back to the flat. And no farting. We're going to have the most disgusting, depraved, debauched party!
Okay, girls, do it now! Let me see. Ah, the groaning board, the teeming table, the endless variety of God's bounty. Chefing is a truly perfect art, far above mere painting or sculpture. You can't eat a sheet of canvas or a lump of rock.
I don't know. You could if you were drunk enough and had enough ketchup. Morning, Richie.
Do my senses deceive me? Has Eddie Catflap emerged from the arms of Morpheus, or perhaps a nearby elephant has blown off?
No. Right, first time, it is I, Smelly Eddie. To whiffy, Mr. Love him. Ready for anything as long as it's alcoholic. Morning, Richie.
There's my shopping list. Gas mask. Now then, shall we have 7 courses or 8? Don't want to look ostentatious. On the other hand, don't want to look like a bloody pauper. Better make it 12. We can always be like the Romans and throw up between courses.
You know, I don't see why the Romans should get all the credit for that idea. I mean, I've been doing it for years. Morning, Richie.
12 gas masks, closed peg for nose, smelling salts, and a one-way ticket to Australia to get away from Eddie's whiff.
I said morning, Richard!
I got you then, didn't I? I got you! Morning, Eddie. I trust you slept well?
Fantastic. A truly great sleep. On the scale of 1 to 5, 5,429,562.
You find sleeping face down in the toilet conducive to restful slumber?
And why shouldn't I sleep in the lavatory? You wet the bed.
Once, I had a terrible nightmare, but I was ordinary and untalented. And there was a momentary aberration. It's a sign of having an extra vivid subconscious.
It's a sign of having an extra drippy tiddler.
Eddie, I was having a nightmare, but I was a pleb. It was a horrifying experience.
I remember the night so well. I awoke to hear Richie screaming into the middle of the night. His heartrending sobs echoing round the house. Why, you wept like a soul in torment. I rushed in to find poor, frightened Richie, shivering, terrified, white, sitting in a puddle.
Yes, and what did you do?
I don't remember.
You switched on my electric blanket.
Only to take your mind off the nightmare.
You completely electrocuted my love truncheon.
Love truncheon? Love pencil, more like. Well, love pin, actually.
Eddie, what's this?
I don't know.
It's one of my scary looks, isn't it?
Is it really?
My intimidating frown, so you just watch out.
Has the hair grown back yet? Your love blobs look like Yul Brynner snogging with Kojak.
I'm not prepared to rise to it, Eddie. Your spite and venom offends me not.
Baldy blobs.
Right, that's it. No, seriously, that is it. I hope you've got a good lawyer, Edward Catflap, because I'm suing and you're going to prison forever. Hello, Filthy? Yeah, it's Richie here. I want to sue Eddie. Richie Rich. Your client. Well, I'm about 5'10", brown hair. Look, it's not important. My minder, Edward, says that I've got bald love blobs and I want to sue. Have I? Well, they're not so much bald as receding, really. Well, I can put a wig on them for the trial. Bloodsucker, what am I paying you for? Oh, no, I don't. It was a rhetorical question. Goodbye forever. He was furious. But I persuaded him to give you another chance.
Oh, shut up, Richie. And tell me why you're wearing a hat that makes you look like you've got a toilet roll on your head.
Because, Eddie, I have taken up the skillet and the frying pan. I've been studying cookery all morning, and I am now a master chef. That's why I'm wearing this great hat.
Well, you look like a chicken drumstick.
Ha-ha, wrong again, because actually I look great. We are having a dinner party.
Oh!
8 for 8:30. The food, the fine wine, the little chocolatey, minty thingies.
Who's coming?
Oh, just 1 or 2 close personal friends.
Oh, dear. The man from the dirty mag shop and Wino Bill, again.
You really are insanely jealous, aren't you, Edward? I keep forgetting, of course, you're not in the biz, are you? The huge, fantastic galaxy of showbiz stars are all brothers and sisters to me. Tarby, for instance, is bound to accept. Especially after the brilliant invitations I sent out. The years and the tears. Come and celebrate Richie Rich's 10 fabulous years of success.
How sad.
From third dummy in the window on Are You Being Served to his very own carby dad.
Look, I'm not sitting at the same table as Tarby, and that's that.
No, Eddie, no. We're talking about Jimmy Tarbuck. A cheeky chap from the pool. Everybody's pal. The jolly gap-toothed scouser with a twinkle in his eye and a smile for every honest Englishman.
Look, if there's one thing I hate in British entertainment more than you, It's that vast army of ex-stand-up comics who did one half-funny gag on Sunday night at the London Palladium in the middle 60s and have made a fortune doing game shows ever since. Oh, good evening! And your name is Cynthia, and you'd like me to patronise and humiliate you on the off chance of winning a cheese maid. Chicken chappies! More like complete and utter bastards, if you ask me.
Yes, I don't think anyone will be asking you, will they, Eddie? Tarby is just a simple jester. An honest broker from the Bank of Smiles. I was only saying so to Marty Kane just now before her last trip to South Africa. So I'll thank you to keep your embittered communistic treason to yourself during tonight's intercourse with Tarby and friends.
I am not having intercourse with Tarby, and that's final.
Well, what a surprise! 4 minutes into the episode, and Eddie Catflap delivers the most tortuous old double entendre in history.
It was a great gag.
Social intercourse, Eddie. Social.
Phew.
We shall talk about subjects far above your head. Poetry, fine arts, golf. Oh, that reminds me. I must bone up on Tarby's book of golfing anecdotes. They are the greatest work of Lit since Dick. Dick Inns, Eddie, Dick Inns.
There's only one thing I hate more than golfing anecdotes. This. It's a close-run thing, though.
This is brilliant stuff. This is classic, classic, classic. Well done, Tarby. Oh, listen to this one. Listen, shut up. Lynchy and I had taken time off and flown to Spain with Greavesy and Parky and Tom O'Connery to play some golf with Leslie.
Leslie?
Yeah.
They were playing golf with lesbians. Fantastic. Do you think Tarbuck's a feminist, then?
Leslie Cravery, Eddie. Leslie Cravery. He's just another one of the great guys that make up my fantastic showbiz gang that I belong to and you don't. Now, shut up. I'm telling you the great anecdote. Lynchy lined up to tee off.
Well, I wish you'd bloody tee off and leave me to smoke my fags in peace.
Lynchy lined up to tee off and said to me, "Gosh, Tarbo, we swigged so much pop last night being great guys together and being such great big showbiz mates, but I bet I missed this next shot." And blow me down, but he did. He missed it. Ooh, touché, Tarby! Oh, that was brilliant. No, the same thing has happened to me 50 times.
Well, I can see it's going to be a pretty scintillating evening with everyone cracking Brillo gags like that one.
Yeah. Hey, maybe there's a series in it. Dinner at Rich's. An ultra-sophist chat show. Good evening, this is the BBC. Tonight, Sir Richie Rich will be talking to the Queen, the Pope, and, of course, the Tarby.
It'd be a disaster. You get completely drunk and make a pass at the Pope for wearing a dress.
Bloody good telly, though.
True. So, what incredible 12 courses are you going to cook for these fantastically amiable showbiz chums of yours?
Well, we must play to our strengths. We must not overreach ourselves.
Right, yes.
How does 12 boiled eggs sound?
Usually like this.
Nice gag, Eddie, and totally unexpected. Perhaps a little sophisticated for BBC Two, though.
I can just see it now. How's the golf going, Tobbs? Oh, really? Do you want to hear a really stupid joke about an Irishman being stupid? Oh, wait.
Well, what do you suggest, then? You're supposed to be my friend, you vicious, freeloading parasite.
Smelly Edling to the rescue. When I was watching TV AM in the lab this morning, I saw this fantastic ad for a new mag called Ponzi Cooking. And when you buy part 1, you get part 2 completely free.
Well, that sounds like a marvellous offer, Edward, and one not to be missed.
Well, actually, it's just a rather clumsy setup for a gag later on.
Oh, what a shame. Yes. Let's go to the newsagents anyway.
Okie dokie, diddly squat, over we go. Don't ever say I'm not there when I'm not needed.
You're not there when you're not needed.
Thank you.
Ready, Eddie?
Ready.
Let's go.
Right then. Blimey, the newsagents has got a lot closer since we moved into a smaller studio.
Shut up, Eddie, shut up. You're spoiling the magic for everyone. Oh, look, the newsagent. Hello, me old darling. Yep, it's me, Richie Rich. Don't faint, treasure the moment. Here's a pic. Put it in the box you keep for precious things and show your kids.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're talking about.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I'm sure. One of the cool type, are we? Gonna boast to your friends, are you? I met Richie Rich this morning and I pretended I didn't recognise him. Hee. What a sad little life you must lead.
Are you mad?
That's with Zadie, yes.
Excuse me. Do you have part 1 of Ponzi cooking with part 2 completely free?
Certainly. £1, please.
Aha! I'm afraid I have no money, so I'll just take part 2 for nothing, shall I? Ha! Stupid slag! Come on, Richie!
£1, please.
I'll give you a mention on my next programme.
I shall send for the police.
No, you won't, darling, because your part's over. Yeah, it's the end of your scene. Back to the doll for you, love. 5 lines, thank you, and good night. Well, I must say, this looks very interesting.
Trying, you know.
That, Eddie, is the biz. It's a tough life.
It's a tough life, dearie.
I mean, look at Arthur Mullard. She used to be quite attractive.
I still quite fancy her.
Yeah. Well, I must say, this is very interesting. Must learn to read sometime. Right. Sort of this health food. When I eat, I like to dice with a heart attack. Let's have a good traditional English roast with a coronary thrombosis to follow.
Right. Let's make a shopping list.
Yeah.
400 pounds of oven chips. Right, well, that seems simple enough.
Yeah. Better check the larder first. Waste not, want not. Always remember there are poor children in the world.
Oh, the little poor children.
Yeah. With their cosy little terrace dwellings.
The roaring fire.
Bread, cheese.
Dripping.
Add a little love. Makes a meal
fit for a king.
I honestly think they're happier being poor.
Yes, or perhaps not.
Oh, well, who gives a toss anyway? Let's check what's in the larder. Any food?
Only a couple of dirty mags. I'm sure there's a reason why we shouldn't be doing this, but I just can't quite put my finger on it at the moment.
Try not to overtax your tiny mind, Eddie. At the moment, it's concentrating on breathing.
Oh, shut up, you stupid slag! The check's in the post!
Yeah, who the hell's so do you think this is anyway? I'm the famous one, love! Come, Eddie. Let us go to the supermarket, right? What a rotten shop! Is there anything you want to buy? For example, Crusoes. Bite-sized cruise missile-shaped lumps of potato-flavoured snack. Warning, this product gives you cancer.
Blimey, everything gives you cancer these days. You can't blow off without someone telling you it's carcinogenic. Mind you, in my case, I think it probably is.
Probably. Ooh, careful, Eddie, you'll get grabbed by the dick. Ooh, we really didn't get arrested by the store detective viewers. It was just a pun we were doing. We have every intention of paying for this item, every intention. Ooh, Eddie, ooh. It'd be funny if somebody knocked that lot down, wouldn't it?
Not particularly, no.
I'm disappointed myself. Come and eat for fruit. It is, of course, the absolute sophist thing to offer fruit at the end of the meal. So refreshing, and of course it comes in jolly handy for the sex games.
No, not this. Ridiculous! Oh, this is disgusting! All this fruit is crushed and bruised! I shall write to Esther Ranson.
Ah, for meat, Eddie. Ha! Load up a trolley full. They'll have been playing golf all day, so they'll be ready for some hearty vitals.
Just look at this little lamb chop. It was probably once a pig, gambling about in the mountains.
Yeah. Dying. You know, Eddie, I could quite fancy myself as a farmer.
Well, it's a good job you do fancy yourself, because I can't see that anyone else is going to do it.
Eddie, do you see this frozen chicken?
Yes?
Perhaps it's that a frozen tackle to teach you not to cheat Richie Rich.
Richie Rich, do you see this frozen chicken?
No.
I think you do.
Ha! Touche, Eddie. Come on, let's go and pay for the stuff.
I've just remembered why it is we shouldn't be here. We have no cash.
Eddie, I am a celebrity! Celebrities don't need money.
Next.
Boo! Hello, love, it's me, Richie Rich. Mwah. Look, it's just this packet of Cancer Crunch and a trolley full of meat. Let us off and I'll give you a mention on my next probe.
£200, please.
My dear girl, you don't seem to understand. I, Richie Rich, am offering you, nobody, a minch on my next prog.
Right, I can see this is going to require some subtle handling.
£200.
How does it feel to know that you're a checkout gal and you've reached the peak of your potential?
How does it feel to know that you're a talentless guess and you never even had any potential?
I see.
£200, please. Stitch that.
Blimey, Richie, I think you're on there. I know, come on when I see it.
For God's sake, this is ridiculous! Somebody here tell Donkey Face who I am!
We don't know. Who are you?
You jest. You tape. I'm one of Britain's top comic talents.
Say something funny, then.
Yeah, if you're so funny, Richie, why don't you say something funny?
Just go on, say something funny.
All right, then, all right, I will. Plop. Damn, mistimed it.
Basically, let's get the manager. Mr. Forsyth.
Listen, bitch! I was once continuity link man on TVS. I don't see why I should have to pay for my food.
Listen, dickhead. No money, no food.
You know, you're the sort of girl I could really fall in love with. However, no time, because, Richie...
Yes?
Run! I meant through the door.
Sorry. I thought they'd never give up. That Mr. Forsyth certainly had some stamina. Still safe and sound at home now and plenty of time to get on with my wonderful dinner party.
That's what you think. But I have been thinking.
Well. Wonders will never cease. Eddie Catflap's been thinking. Put out some bunting. Organise a street party. Let off some fireworks. Telephone the Queen. Give everyone a week's holiday. The man with no brain's been thinking. Everybody go to the lavatory in amazement.
You don't know how you wound, Richie. You really don't. However, no matter, because you will soon be in priz.
Priz?
Priz-on. You have just aided and abetted a robbery in front of Mr. Forsyth and 50 mad checkout girls. I, of course, am all right. I was just the mysteriously handsome bloke in the huge attractive trousers who vanished without a trace. But you're Richie Rich, and you'll be going to priz.
You're not all right, darling. You're not all right. Because I shall squeal. Yeah, I shall sing and blab. And then I might even spill a little bit. And I shall buy a lighter sentence with the names of my accomplices. To wit, Edward Catflap. And then I shall have a facelift so you can't exact your blood-curdling revenge.
You'd need a forklift truck to lift your face, matey.
Well, at least I've got a face, not a sort of collage of bogies and sick.
Just because you never get any girlfriends, you think you can take it out on me?
Me? Never get any girlfriends? Ha, that's rich. It's you never get any girlfriends.
I was out with a girl last Wednesday.
Eddie, that was your mother.
I still got a snog.
Snog?
Well, more of a fight, really. She beat me senseless.
Oh, she beat you senseless? That must have taken at least 10 seconds.
15 seconds, actually, Richie.
Eddie, we are about to be sent to Devil's Island for 1,000 years. Tommy's coming round for the most important dinner party of my life, and you're babbling on about your insane mother. We're up Block Creek with no loo brush. I'll telephone my agent.
That's a good idea. Let's blame him.
Yeah. Hey, what if you won't take the rap?
Tell him we'll go to the papes about his children's catalogue.
Nice thinking. Hello, Filthy. Yeah, God bless. Look after Mum. Drive safely. Listen, you filthy, evil porno merchant. Me and Eddie are in deep trouble. And unless you take the blame, we'll tell the world the truth about your so-called stage school.
Please, daughter, please. Please. Listen, I'm not a well man. This morning I coughed so hard I sucked my trousers up my backside. Now listen, Richie. Nobody needs to take the rap for this. What you have got to get yourself is an alibi. Yeah, no, don't shout, daughter, don't shout. There's only so much an agent can take after only one bottle of aspirin. Now look, Richie, alibis are easy. You're a comic, right? Well, loosely speaking, of course. Yeah, you were doing a show. No, that's easy. All we have to do is to get you a real show tonight, and then Eddie can crawl around, surreptitiously turn all the audience's watches back to the time you blagged the store. Yes, I know, just the venue. Trey chic, Trey boner. Yeah, only the nicest young ladies need apply.
Filthy. What if Tarby finds out? I shall be thrown out of the Royal Order of the Charitable Self-Publicising Showbiz Bogotters.
Don't worry about the Bogotters, Richie. They were in here themselves half an hour ago, but they had to leave because they ran out of 50p.
How's my boy Richie doing? I wouldn't want to face that audience, Richie. They're getting a bit restive at the moment. Trying to see if bouncers really do bounce.
Don't bother the act, Edward. Richard has got enough to concern him already, what with being cracked. Anyway, I thought you were supposed to be running round the audience turning their watches back while they ogled the girlies.
Well, I was trying to, Filthy, but the hands are moving too quickly.
Right, that's it. Richie, you're on.
Oh, my God, I'm not ready. How do I look, darling?
Not good, daughter. Trade bollocks.
He's absolutely bloody right, you know.
Philistines. Oh, I better get on with my superstitions.
What are you doing, Richard?
It's my superstition. Whenever Titch, madam, don't start me off juicy went on stage, he always did this.
But Titch Juicy was notoriously awful.
God, you're right.
Boys and girls, lads and lasses, please welcome to the stage a very funny man indeed, the world-famous Mr. Richie Rich.
Here we go. Break a leg.
Okay.
Look out for me. Hello. Shut up. Hi, God bless, and if you can't be good, be careful. Right. It's full up in here, as the vicar said, with his hand up Sam Box's blouse.
Show your tits.
But seriously, folks, the good Lord gave us one good present, and that was the gift of laughter.
Get off!
And thank God the likes of Tony Benn can't take that away from us, although he'd probably like to, wouldn't he?
That was a joke then, you fat bastard.
Hey, I hear Arthur Scargill's blind stick lost his hairdresser. You have to laugh, don't you? 2, 3, 4. Happiness, happiness. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you one and all. The greatest thing that I possess, the smile of a child, a beautiful woman, just simply being British. And let's thank the mums too, shall we? Hello to all the mums. Here to keep an eye on Dad, are you?
Hey, Richie, it's not going very well, is it?
Thank you, one and all. Thank you. God bless. Happy hunting. And if you can't be good, be careful. And if you're in a car, do please drive safely. Thank you, and good night, one and all. I love you all. Well, tough crowd, but I think I got the measure of them. Oh, that's kind. They probably couldn't afford flowers. That's probably do for our nice dinner party.
Richie, I've got some rather bad news for you.
You're under arrest.
That's the bad news.
Oh, come on. I wasn't that bad. I may have stumbled on a couple of punchlines.
It was our alibi. It collapsed. Mr. Forsyth, he followed us down here. It's press for us.
Are you coming quietly, sir?
No, it's just the way I walk. Don't back down. I want my public to know that as you led me to the block, I was still cracking woofers.
Very well, sir. Did you say whoopers or ancient old double entendre that everybody else gave up in the playground?
Oh, what a clever thing to say! How brainy you are! Got a degree, have you? Just because you earn 4 times as much as a nurse, you think you can cheat Richie Rich, do you?
Now, that's what I like to see. A good old-fashioned bobby.
Don't worry, Richie. These days prison food is quite acceptable. Mind you, it's not so nice when they nail you to the table and shove it up your backside.
Well, Eddie, the long and winding road is over. The great God public claims another weary showbiz victim. Oscar Wilde, playwright, arrested for his beliefs. Lenny Bruce, comedian, arrested for his beliefs. Richie Rich, celebrity, arrested.
We're going nicking down the local shop.
It'll be the trial of the century. I shall be tried in majestic splendour by a jury of my peers. Parky, Tarby, Lynchy, Sue Lawley, Annie Diamondy, Debbie Greenwoody,
Selena Scotty, Maggie Phil Bealey.
Bloody hell, what a fantastic jury! Hey, we might even be on for a bit of a sex sesh after the trial.
Yeah, too right. Said, of course, you won't be there because you'll be in prison. I'll be all right, though. I'm going to plead insanity.
Damn! Let's face it, you've got the evidence. Let me out! I need a lawyer! I want my lawyer!
Don't shout, Richie. It oscillates the atmos and rattles my phlegm. I found you a lawyer.
Who?
Met him outside. Known him for years. Spurty. Pervy Sir Peter Spurty, QC. Bit of luck in being here, really. You'll get anyone off if you buy him a dirty mag. You remember when the whole Tory cabinet were found in that child brothel discussing declining moral values?
Clear as a bell.
Pervy Sir Peter Spurty got them off.
Right. He's the man for us. Bring us our lawyer. Wait him on, Pervy Sir Pete.
There's Spurty. Blimey, that was quick. Well done, the police, say I. Why these left-wing committees keep sniping at them is beyond me. If you don't want to get beaten up, you shouldn't be poor. It's as simple as that.
Richie, shut up. Watch your Spurty. Me and my mate Richie are in a bit of a fix and are going to end up doing 5 to 10 in the slammer. Unless you can stitch the jury, rig the judge, and buy off the pigs with a serious kickback.
Please. This is England, Eddie. England. Not Birmingham. And the British Bobby cannot be bought.
You, shut your face.
Sorry.
What are you offering?
I am not offering anything. You must speak to my lawyer.
What, old pervy Spurty?
Right, now, everything seems to be in order here. I would stand by you, Richie, but lost causes depress me. Toodly-woodly.
Right, Spurty. Do your stuff.
Your Honour, I wandered into a garden under the impression it was my garden. And on seeing various items of women's laundry hanging on the line, I naturally assumed that my wife had done some washing, and I began to gather it in for her. The fact that I live in a high-rise flat and am not married is entirely circumstantial evidence, and hence inadmissible.
Right. Well, we'd better escape.
And fly in the face of Leon Britain's Law and Order initiative? Never!
There is no choice. The meat is in my trousers. Tommy is coming round in a couple of hours to hear his fantastic golfing anecdote, and you're banged up in a slammer.
Don't be disgusting! I have never been banged up the slammer in my life! You're right, we've got to escape.
I have a plan. What we have to do is set up a complicated system of stooges to find out exactly what the guards are up to. Then we dig 3 tunnels and hide the dirt in our trousers. We forge some German documents and make the clothes of some French peasant workers out of these blankets.
It's a great night for dying!
Then we wheel the wooden horse out into the exercise yard. Yes. We build a glider and we pole vault over the fence. What do you think?
Pathetic.
Let's do it then.
Yeah! Well done, Eddie. I'm sorry I doubted you. Your plan worked brilliantly.
Yes. Shame about old Spurty getting shot by the Gestapo.
No, the SPG, Eddie. The SPG, not the Gestapo. They're completely different things. The Gestapo, speak German.
Oh, yes. Well, we're all right, and that's all that matters.
Of course it is, Eddie. Safe and sound at home now, and perhaps now I can get on with preparing for my fantastic dinner party. Empty the big trousers!
Okie dokie, me old spunky cocksparrow.
Now then, I've invited Tarby, Lynchy, Parky, Brucey, Tommy O'Connery, and you and me. Have we sufficient comestibles?
Oh, I don't know about that, but here's the grub.
Good Lord, Eddie, how did you get so much meat in your trousers?
That's what all the girls say.
Smut is the last recourse of the emotional cripple, Eddie. It's a psychological truism, but people talk about that which they cannot do.
Oh, and is that why you're always talking about acting, plot pants?
Perhaps there is a land beyond the oblivion of brain death, Eddie, where your cryptic observations will be understood. But to us earthlings, they are mere mashed potatoes. So keep them to yourself!
Richie, it's your choice. I can either stuff the meat into the oven, you into the oven, or the oven into you. Which is it to be?
The former!
Which one was that?
Well, that was the one where the oven went in... Look, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter! Tarby's coming round in 10 minutes and we haven't cooked a thing! Let's please get this stuff in the oven!
Righty-ho.
I'll never get it all in.
Oh, so sounds a bit rude.
I think I'm going to need something to lever it in with.
Sounds a bit ruder.
No matter how much I stuff in, there's still loads more waiting to be pushed in.
It sounds even ruder than it was before.
Thank you for these observations, Eddie. I just feel that every culinary exchange should be accompanied by the mad rantings of a brain-dead vegetable.
Right, there we are. It's a light.
Oh, God! Oh, God, Darby's here! Oh, God, it's Parky! It's Darby! It's Lynchy! The whole gang's here! For God's sake, don't do anything rude, Eddie!
Hope I'm not late, Lubies. Here, I bought you a bottle of wine, but I drank it in a taxi.
Oh, God, I forgot I'd invited you, filthy. You're hardly going to impress my showbiz friends.
I'd be impressed if you had any friends, Richie.
Right, that's it. I'm serious, that's it. Your invitation's withdrawn. Go away now.
Oh, go on, daughter, do me a favour. Where's your sense of humour? Only a bijou jokette.
Ooh, joke, oh.
Of course I'll impress your friends. We'll make a bone a little team. The financial artist.
The theatrical artist.
And the piss artist.
It's going to be a truly magical evening.
Those candles burned down fast.
Oh, keep it to yourself, Eddie.
Much time has passed. I'm swathed in melancholic payoff.
Shut up, Eddie.
I think you've been stood up, Richie.
Oh,
shut up, Eddie.
After all I've done a show in a peep show, I've robbed a supermarket, I've been to prison, and the rotters haven't even turned up. Fate deals me blow after blow.
What time did you put on the invites, love?
Oh, 8 o'clock. Look, I've got them here. Tarbies, Bruces, Lynches, and... I forgot to post the invites.